Okay, Tom, big show today. Got a question for us to debate for the entire hour. One topic only, start to finish. Has Tua Tagovailoa surpassed Michael Jordan? We discuss today on GPS.
Oh, baby, we here.
We steer.
You in the right direction. Welcome to another episode of the Grossi Perna Show. Damn Grossi, Brandon Perna, and this is GPS. Here's the tag.
Yeah, that's the sound of us letting the air out of your tires so you can go nowhere.
That's right. And you have to watch.
Yes.
Yeah, big Wednesday show. As Brandon said, a lot to talk about. I mean, we haven't been together since Monday, so we can talk about the Eagles losing to the Commanders, which, if I'm not mistaken, I want to...
Oh, yeah, the return of Nostradamus, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, yeah.
I meant to tweet that night, and then, I got busy, but we were almost both right in that game. As soon as it looked like Washington might pull away, Taylor Heineke chucks up a ball for Darius Slay and Barry Taylor Heineke.
For no reason.
I was like, I think that's the reason they'll lose. But, yeah, you were right. Washington playing some, I would just say tough football right now. Tough. We're going to eat a lot of clock. We're going to run the ball. And the Eagles also, we're going to make all of our mistakes in one game.
Dude, like Jalen Hurts making some bad mistakes. And listen, like there was obviously the face mask, with Goddard there and Goddard, excuse me. I know you call him Goddard. Goddard, I hate
Go
Goddard.
To the dirt.
Even with strawberries. It's never too early for a Spaceballs quote. So, yeah, I know there is that miss, but like they just shot themselves in the foot that game. And you know what? Maybe they kind of just get it out of the way now. I still think they're a very good football team. But, I mean, you kind of saw it in the first half of the Texans game that they are beatable. You saw it with the Cardinals like a few weeks back, like when they were playing them. They're definitely beatable. And it just continues to like prove that this season is just chaos. And like every team that looks good, it's a week by week basis and anybody can beat anybody. And if Jeff Saturday can get a win, so can you, Brandon.
That's a good slogan. If Jeff Saturday can do it, so can you.
Yes.
Ooh. Wow.
I have never boxed in my life. I've done jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, probably Tom, based on him having some training, being taller.
But jiu-jitsu does nothing for boxing.
No, but I think your reach would give you a good advantage.
Really? Because I keep reaching out, Perna. You won't reach back.
Also, I would never box Tom.
Really? I was thinking instead of meeting each other, that's just what we do. Like we don't even say, like the first time we see each other is in the ring.
Well, if we can get the Jake Paul money, then yeah, I'll beat the shit out of you and myself. Sure.
Yeah. Like honestly, just like if you just pay for like a tank of my gas, like
yeah,
that's expensive still, inflation.
Yeah.
So
I can do that. Do you remember the movie Kickboxer with Jean-Claude Van Damme?
Yes.
And do you remember the guy, because there was like all these different kind of styles of fighters in that movie. Do you remember the guy who like would roll around on the floor a lot and like slap around like this? That would be my fighting style for boxing.
Ooh.
My goal would be to just tire you out by avoiding your punches.
Okay.
Would it work? Like it'd be like Rocky, except instead of absorbing punches, I just try to not get hit.
You basically take like the Dark Souls Elden Ring like method, just like rolling around your enemy like over and over and over again.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Just spam circle.
Let's put it this way. Here's a good way to answer this question. I've probably been working out consistently for 3 straight years. Okay.
Oh.
3 straight years.
I missed
That's, push-ups, pull-ups, curls, all the stuff. I'm on my best streak ever. And
blood sport.
Tom's still probably easily stronger than I am.
I don't know. I mean, I have been working out like every day for a month and a half. But
Tom could work out every day for a month, and he would still be stronger than me doing lifting for 3 straight years. That's what I'm saying.
I mean, listen, Five said that you and him had like a really crazy workout session. And I didn't dig deeper into that. But
let me tell you, 5 workouts, not too impressive.
Ooh.
And he's probably also naturally stronger than me. Just does like 8 curls and is like, yep, there we go.
Like, yep, there's those forearms right there.
There they are.
Okay. All right. Well, that's our show. I think we've talked about everything that we need to. As long as you can't do jujitsu, because Adam would kill us all, because he's a purple belt. He would kill all of us.
Yeah.
So
I need to train to learn to fight.
Just use pocket sand, buddy.
Yeah. Ha! Out of here, sucker.
And then just run around the entire ring. Yep. So, I mean, if it just happens to be raining in the arena, I said, I did GPS with you 3 days a week for years. It's not over. Still isn't over.
Okay. Yeah, here's the thing about the Eagles. Let's talk about the Eagles and the Commanders for a second.
Let's do it.
They were 8-0.
They were.
Then they lost a football game. That happens.
Yes.
It happens. What I should have really tried to factor in, division games, man. That's like any year, it don't matter how good one team is, how bad another team is. Division games can be.
I love that you just went Southern in the middle of that sentence. You're like, well, don't matter how we go down the division hole, and we find it real quick, and you find that maybe there's the gumbo in the bayou.
You know what's a real problem? Technology. It gonna ruin us all. Get back into the woods, get in touch with God, look up to the stars, and drink your moonshine.
Because gumbo is for winners.
I had rabbit stew for dinner. And it was my pet rabbit that I ate.
I called him Lenny. Just a big fan of Mice and Men. But yes, so they lost the divisional games, which are the ultimate cyanide. That's good. They are like the ultimate versions of chaos, right? So I think you look at the Commanders, who have been a gritty football team. I spoke about how they've been, getting these wins or like taking teams to like the very limit. And yeah, I think what you saw was maybe a little bit of a cocky Eagles team, and then just everything going wrong for them. Because they also got away from their identity. You and I have talked about this a lot, right? Like Jalen Hurts can sling it. He could throw the ball really well. He could throw for 300-400 yards, and they have all the weapons to do so. But they're also, I feel like their main identity is running the football, and they really got away from that against the Commanders. And to be fair, the Commanders did a really nice job of limiting the run. Like their defense, played the best game of the year. So yeah, I mean, now the Commanders, I mean, they're officially number 8 in the NFC. So
I will say, I think the Commanders overperformed. I think the Eagles underperformed. You're not going to see Dallas Goedert. Did Devontae Smith fumble too in that game? Was it Goedert, Smith, and Quez Watkins?
Watkins, yeah, because he got back up and then got hit. And then I think maybe Devontae, I don't remember.
You're not going to see 2 of your best players fumble and lose the fumble in the same game, unless you're the Broncos. That's just probably going to happen. Yeah. And, Jalen Hurts threw a pick on top of that. So that's just uncharacteristic. And I don't think it'll happen again. And like you said, they're missing Jordan Davis badly. Tom put that in the
Yes.
rundown, and that's made them more susceptible to the run game on defense. But if I'm an Eagles fan, it's like, to me, it's just nice to get that loss on the books.
Yeah.
And also, like, I don't think we should even start talking about 17-0 undefeated seasons until I think week 12. I think a team needs to be 12-0 before any member of the media is even allowed to say that. At 8-0, you're like, can you do that 8 more times and then 1 more time on top of that?
Yeah, 9 more times. Yep.
It's so stupid. We do it every year. Every single year. The last undefeated team's like, ooh, they're going to beat the Dolphins. Also, nobody gives a shit about the 72 Dolphins. They won 14 games, okay? Nobody cares anymore. Nobody cares. They should all just celebrate every year with their dumb champagne. Like, not even I don't even think Dolphins fans care anymore. It's like, okay, let's move on, guys. It was a 14-game season when we did that.
Hey, Ace Ventura cares, okay? Ace Ventura cares.
Somebody... You know what I got Carmi to start saying is Bumblebee Tuna.
Bumblebee Tuna.
Jess is like, what? Where's that from? I'm like, Ace Ventura.
Bumblebee
Like,
Tuna.
what does it
Bumblebee
mean?
Tuna.
I'm like, it doesn't matter. Bumblebee Tuna.
Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. So we'll just do all the movie quotes today. Yes, I agree. So I put that in the rundown. They are missing Jordan Davis, and you saw that against the Texans because Pierce was able to run all over them. And so he got put on IR. I think it was like November 2nd. So he should be back within the next few weeks. And yeah, I still think the Eagles are going to be just fine. Losing in the division, it's always possible. I mean, hey, it's not like you're the Cowboys and lost to the Packers who run a 5-game losing streak. Idiots. So yeah, I think they'll be just fine. And I think they've won enough games. And to your point about like already claiming like, oh, they're going to go undefeated. I think it was a mix of two things. One, the Eagles did look pretty solid. And two, their schedule was super easy down the stretch.
False. It was.
Going down the stretch. They're playing the Colts next week, Perna.
That's one game.
And they're playing the Packers.
All right. Let me tell you this, because I put this in the power rankings. And I think the NFC East in the second half of the season here gonna be an absolute bloodbath.
Good.
Okay.
I need them all to lose.
Eagles, to finish their season, they got to play the Giants, the Cowboys, and the Giants again in those last 3 of 6 weeks. So that's arguably the 2 best teams in their division. All 3 of those teams probably vying for playoff spots. Is the Giants? I'm trying to figure out. One of these teams has like, oh yeah, the Giants down the stretch get. Listen to their last weeks. They have starting November 24th, Cowboys, Commanders, Eagles, Commanders, Vikings, Colts, Giants. So early in the season, it kind of looked like, okay, that's going to be maybe why they can do it. But like, I think that division is going to get a little crazy because all of those teams have really strong records. They're not all going to finish that because they got to play each other. It's what we thought might be happening with the AFC West this season. Luckily, all three of the 4 teams decided to suck and get so injured that they are almost irrelevant. Anyway.
Harsh but fair. But yeah, I think that they'll be okay. But I do agree. Like right now, you have all 4 NFC East teams that are fighting it out for playoff spots because the 5-5 Commanders, they're sitting there at number 8. They're ahead of the Green Bay Packers. There's 1 spot away. So, I mean, that's pretty crazy. Yes, the Giants play themselves in week 18. Yes, they do.
The Giants play the Giants. Oh my God. The Eagles play the Giants in the final week. Oh, you say one thing wrong and everybody's going to say, hey, idiot, you got that word wrong.
I said that the Seahawks lost to the Patriots in my power ranking, so it's all good.
Dude, I do it like every episode.
I just thought of Tom Brady. Well, your rules change every single week.
It's hard
so
to follow the
keep up
rules if
with.
you don't know what they are.
It's also easier to break them. Also, and this has nothing to do with absolutely anything that we're talking about, but it's something that we have talked about on the show before. I kind of want to say goodbye to you, Brandon.
What?
You know, I think we've had a really good run. We've had some good shows, some good times together. You know, I would have liked to go out and seen you in Colorado, but that didn't work out. But I've made it now. I'm officially famous, and I wanted to tell you here live. I'm just uploading this picture here. I'm really dragging this out so I can upload this picture.
Oh my God.
But yeah, I'm famous now because Johnny Barks, editor, you know him, does some videos for us and shorts and stuff.
I know Johnny.
Yeah. He made this beautiful Monty Python.
Yeah.
I
saw. I texted him and said, I need you to make me some of that shit too, Johnny.
Went viral, and I've officially been ripped off by NFL memes.
Whoa, look at that. Look at those jerkwads. The Bane, do not buy anything from that
as shop. They sell their shit right next to it.
Like, what a bunch of... Oh, I do not like theft.
I know you don't like NFL memes, so I was just like,
I hate those. I hate those. Lack of creativity, lack of credit giving. Oh, that's the thing too. They've created such a big platform.
It's true. They did give me credit on Instagram, just not anywhere else.
Ooh, cool. Ooh, cool.
Didn't even retweet.
Yeah. Anyway, the meme was great. Was that your idea or Johnny's idea?
So what I came up with, which I think we're using for predictions. When Aaron Rodgers says we're not dead yet, I said that predictions we should use that and like put it with the Princess Bride. He's just mostly dead, and then Johnny added to that with Monty Python, and that's the beauty that you have there. Because like, teamwork makes the dream work.
I was like, Johnny, I'll pay for meme videos if you can give them to me. And he was like, yeah, any ideas you have thrown my way. And I did not text this back, but I'm like, I'm out of ideas. I need an idea, man, because by end of the day, my brain is, I've got like this much room every day for creativity, and I use it quickly. And so,
okay, here,
yeah, give me the ideas.
I'm gonna give you a free ID right here, right now. Okay, listen, how many games have the Broncos lost?
6.
Okay, great. Here's what you do, right? You have a cat video in which there's a cat walking along, right? And it's like my expectations for the Broncos, right? Or something like that. Or maybe a Broncos logo, something like, nice. And it's just knocking over vases. And each of the vases that it's knocking over all the games that they lost. Boom. $1 million idea right there. Boom. You're welcome. I just thought of that right now. Okay, another video. There's another cat. And it's pooping. And what's out there in the litter box? Josh McDaniels.
Oh. So you're saying cats.
It's just cat ideas. Yeah. That's all it is. Yeah, it's just cat. So
I've got 2 cats. They seem to throw up every single day. Maybe I can catch them throwing up.
You're just like, world star. Just like, what are you
doing?
World star. Just as like, what are you doing? It's just like, I'm making content.
El gato es negro.
Oh, whoa, buddy, it's 2022. I don't
That's Spanish. The cat is black.
Okay.
You don't know? You're not multilingual?
I am. Parlo Italiano. Okay.
Mi bella es di Baraduccio Mananea.
You're just saying Ben DiNucci in different accents.
Ben DiNucci drafted for the XFL yesterday.
That's true.
Ben DiNucci is the spaghetti up a maniccia. Amada fanguya gata badice. Hey! You watching White Lotus?
No. I heard it's really good though. We need to go to. Have you been to Italy?
No, we were gonna go, and then
Can I
just
third
got
wheel it and make
pregnant and
everyone
the pandemic
uncomfortable?
happens.
I was supposed to go to Portugal, and then the pandemic happened.
Yeah, we were gonna go with my parents.
I was going to go with my mom and Jade, and then, that also happened. So, yeah.
We were in sync even back then.
That's it. All right, so we'll go to Italy together. I'll be a really uncomfortable third wheel. And yeah, that's fine.
Easy.
I'll sleep in a cot. I'll sleep under the bed.
Nah, we'll do it right. We're gonna get a nice hotel, okay, Tom?
5 stars.
And I'm gonna be the guy they kick out of the country.
I love how, because we are so engrossed in our own stupidity, we're gonna rely on the chat to transition for us, because let's talk about the Aaron Patrick lawsuit.
We have not discussed it yet. Hey, but it is in the rundown, so
it is. That's why transitions. Wait a minute. Don't we have a oh man, Brandon, you talking about working out. You look really healthy, buddy.
Oh, hold on. Stay right there.
Okay. We are a professional program here at GPS, and now a quick word from our sponsors. Butt chair. That's right. You have a butt and you sit on a chair. Well, introducing the butt chair. It's when you put a pillow on your butt and you sit on it, and so now you're sitting on a butt and a chair. And some people might say, why don't you just spend some extra money and get some lumbar support by buying a good chair? But Brandon says, nay. I still run my TV off Wi-Fi down in my basement. So Tom has to always pause the games before, so I can catch up with him for the coverage. Butt chair.
Why was I able to run up the stairs so quickly? I don't know. Maybe it's the AG1 I take from Athletic Greens. Whoo! Somebody clip that and tag Athletic Greens. Yes, today's episode is sponsored by.
I also sold butt chairs for you, so you got to start selling those pillows.
Athletic Greens. Yes, this bag's unopened. I've got multiple bags. Okay. Good God. The bag's not open. You didn't open the bag, moron.
Are you out of breath?
I ran hard, guys. Okay. I do use Athletic Greens.
This might be one of my favorite episodes.
Every day when I work out. It is my workout drink now. Oh, okay. It's the AG1 mix. It gives me the energy. It gives me the strength. It actually cleanses my soul. That is not medically proven, so don't. But I switched to AG1 to get rid of my cabinet full of vitamins. I was one of those people. I got this vitamin, I got that vitamin, I got this, and that stuff gets expensive over time. So now I just take AG1 from Athletic Greens. Whew, I'm still out of breath. Why do I use it, Tom? Why? Well, it's got all of the vitamins and minerals that I need. Probiotics. 75 something. Is there over 75 high quality vitamins in here?
They are
Whole
never
food sourced ingredients. Okay.
You actually use it though. You should just know, Perna. You put it in.
Well, I don't. Every time I use it, I don't go, how many vitamins are in this? I'm just like, this shit is good. Give me more, please.
You should drink it and go, this tastes like 71 vitamins and minerals.
What are all the nutritional facts from it that I should say when I talk about it?
How do you not sit on the toilet and just like read labels?
Tom, I can't remember what happened to my football team 3 days ago.
They lost.
But vegan, paleo, keto, vegetarian, low carb. No herbicides or pesticides. No corn either. So get out of here, corn. Anyway, our link in the description to Athletic Greens. You can get your AG1. It is delicious. Oh, I don't have my little shaker. I don't have my shaker. They give it. I got a nice shaker from them. But you can reclaim your health and arm your immune system, which right now you need.
It's big lump of knives.
With our link
again.
below, okay? Athletic Greens is going to give you a free 1-year supply of immune-supporting vitamin D and 5 free travel packs with your first purchase. All you have to do is visit athleticgreens.com/GPS. GPS, athleticgreens.com/GPS to take ownership over your health and pick up the ultimate daily nutritional insurance.
That was a time.
All right.
We spent more time on that than we did the Eagles Commanders. Oh my god. Oh, apparently the Kelseys were sponsored by AG this morning too. Well, don't buy it from them.
Oh, suck it, Kelseys! I bet their podcast was really good. They've got one of the best pods out right now. We should get, hey guys, start tagging Travis Kelce and tell him to come on GPS.
There you go, Perna. Digested Raptor, great name, is giving you an idea.
Okay, Wilson face on Stiller, Pete Carroll on Vaughn. Stiller's ball has something about Russell going to succeed in Denver. Vaughn's ball with reality in each team's records. Actually, can you guys just send these ideas directly to Johnny Barks? I'm not going to remember by the time the show ends.
You're just like, memes?
What?
Memes? Okay.
I can't remember. I think my brain is broken. So just send them to Johnny Barks, please.
You know what, guys? Here's his email address.
Here's his home address.
You send him by letter and just send him over there. All right, let's talk about Danica Patrick.
The race car driver?
Yep.
Okay.
Aaron Rodgers is like, hi. I'm assuming
they back together?
No, they're not. They're not.
Are they going fast in the love lane?
They're not together. Benjamin also, yes, picked up by the Texans yesterday. So
Benjamin.
Here we go again. Here we go. All right, Aaron Patrick, fine.
Okay, Aaron.
Talk about it, Brandon. Talk about it.
Yeah, we streamed this game together when this happened, Tom.
We did. We caused this lawsuit.
Yeah. So what happened was Aaron Patrick plays for the Broncos, running out of bounds on a play, slips, tears his ACL. Okay? And Tom and I are like,
can we pause for a hot second?
Sure. What?
For some reason, you just told me that, and I was like, I thought of the guy who got pushed by Devontae Adams on the sideline. I thought he tore his ACL, and that's who we're talking about.
Wow, that would have been something.
Because we streamed that game.
We streamed both push games, yeah.
Okay, we're good now. I got it.
Yeah, no.
We're on the same page. We're good.
Aaron Patrick was a special teams player for Denver, and now he is suing the NFL, Stan Kroenke, somebody else I think is in there, basically for having unsafe sidelines. So there was like a mat over some cords. The cords were going to the replay thing or something.
Trying to stop himself instead of running into the people.
Yeah, he was trying not to run into just a non-football player, a worker, and he tore up his knee.
You said he was on the Broncos?
Yeah, that was...
No, is he no longer on the Broncos?
No, he's on IR.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You made it seem like he got cut early. Okay, got it.
Yeah, so he's suing the NFL and the Chargers. And we were watching that game, and he did run into the dude.
Yeah. And
then we were like, why is the football player down? Yes. Like, he ran into a guy who didn't have any pads on, and we're like, why is he hurt? And then turned out it was an ACL. And so now, yeah, he's suing him, which is, I mean, I don't know if he's going to win that. It's interesting. He's, he was an outside linebacker, and actually with all the injuries the Broncos have had to that position, he might have got, some playing time there, but he's a special teams. It's like a fringe player. It's not like a guy who's made a shit ton of money in the league. So, he has probably a legit argument of saying this injury could have cost him a lot of money that he could have potentially earned in the league. So,
which you're like,
anyway.
okay. But I mean, do you think that he has some point here by talking about like, hey, like the venue needs to make sure that it's like player safe?
I mean, yeah, I don't know. It's the sideline. There's like a lot of going on over there. I don't think, the NFL's putting stuff in specifically harmful areas of the sideline. I think they try to work around it. But they are covering the game with a lot of technology. Like I'm just looking over at all the cords and shit I have in my office to try and do like the most minimal setup. I kind of feel for like the tech side of like trying to put all that stuff together. Maybe there's a way you have like some sort of turf type thing over the padding so you don't slip. Maybe there's we're like minimal. Maybe they figure out a way to make it a little more safe so people don't get hurt on the sideline. How often does that happen though? I think very rarely. Usually the people getting hurt are the photographers and people
correct
on the sideline. So
yeah, I mean, yeah, maybe they're just gonna like tighten.
They weren't. He slipped on the mat that was covering the court.
Yeah, it was the mat because it was like a big old mat that was across because it was like a green mat or something like that he slipped on. Yeah, I don't know. Like it's
someone say gaffer's tape. They did. That's why I did that.
All right, you fancy. We get it, Perna. God.
Video dudes know.
They know, bro. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't even know how you do it. I mean, here's the thing. The NFL will fix this problem before they actually get rid of their turf and actually put grass on there like all of their players are requesting.
Yeah. Cooper Kupp was complaining about it right before he got his high ankle sprain. Now that's pretty funny.
Send it to Johnny Barks.
Send it to Johnny Barks. Johnny Barks, I want 10 meme videos by the end of the week. And if one of them doesn't get stolen by NFL memes, try harder.
That's fair. But I think to talk about like real quick, I know this is kind of like getting away from it. Like, but that also shows like how cheap the NFL is. And like I tweeted about this on Monday because of the Commanders-Eagles game. And you and I talked about this too. Like they make billions of dollars. Like these owners make an insane amount of money. The league makes an insane amount of money. And the cost-cutting methods or the things that they could do by just throwing some money at it and making the product so much better. You're talking about the fields because the turf is a lot easier to manage and it's a lot cheaper because when you have grass there, you got to resod that crap. You got to constantly like look over it. It's a pain in the ass to do. So there's why owners aren't going to do that. On top of that, we're talking about the face mask, right? That was missed on Goddard. And like the audience sees it, right? The refs see it. Everybody sees it, but it's like, oh, well, guess what? Can't do anything about it. And like, it's not like, hey, like, let's just make every single penalty challengeable because we've done that. And that was bad. It just takes away from the game. It takes too long. But it's like, if you have New York, right, who's sitting there, has access to that, like, are you going to be able to like have penalties established after the play has happened and maybe there was no flags thrown? Does that like set a dangerous precedence? But the problem is like we're talking about solving a problem that shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah, it's easily fixed. I will say like the flip side of that argument is the Broncos just played the Titans and the complaint was that the grass field there was in horrible condition.
Yeah.
But that problem also goes to greed because the reason it was is they played a college football game on that turf grass the day before.
Yep.
So that's them trying to make as much money as they can by putting people in the stadium. Jerry Jeudy non-contact injury slips. And then later in the game, Tyreek Cleveland slips, doesn't get hurt, but his play might have cost the Broncos the game. So grass, if it's if it's a little harder to maintain,
It's more
and so
expensive.
you're not always guaranteed like a perfect playing surface with grass.
True.
But one argument that players have is that even if the artificial turf is decent, it's still harder when you fall on it. They still don't like playing on it. And if your players are saying they don't like playing on this surface, you should listen. And when I went with Adam to bum hell nowhere in Colorado to watch him play on that new field that he helped, we were talking to the turf guy, and they were talking about how the NFL doesn't have like a standard for their turf. And each turf is like up to just the team to decide. And he's like, some of those turfs are so bad. Like, you would be shocked how many of the turfs that professional football players play on are of less quality than like what we put in for high school players. So it's not even a standard of freaking turf, which is just because they're cheap. They are cheap. They are greedy. And they talk about player safety and all this stuff. And they use like data that like last year, the injuries on grass were close. But if you look at it, they've been far apart for years, and they've kind of come a little bit closer together recently. So I don't know. If your players want it, why don't you just give it to them? Why don't you buy one less stupid yacht every year and give them some turf?
Yeah, it's because it's the owners and they don't want to do it. So they're just like, hey, no, like, who cares? As long as we continue to make money, like, it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
which is annoying. So yeah, I'm curious if he's going to win this lawsuit. If there's going to be any like major changes that are going to happen now. Is there a fly?
Fruit fly.
Well, maybe it's like Breaking Bad.
Ooh, I am Jesse. No, I'm Walter. No, I'm Skyler. Everybody is annoyed by me.
Real quick, talking about some Packers news before we jump into some other stuff. Packers, they have finally released Amari Rodgers, who, Perna, I've complained on this show a cajillion times. They straight up cut him. Rich Bisaccia said, like, listen, he's a great person. He's kind of gone to bat for him, but he's fumbled a number of times this season. He fumbled last season, and they didn't even try to put him on offense. They just were like, no. And because I thought he could do some stuff on offense, considering the Packers are a wide receiver needy team. But they were like, nope, he's gone. So he was a 2021 third round pick that the Packers traded up for. The Packers haven't had a great third round pick in over a decade. The last one was 2011, right? Because that's when Morgan Burnett was there. So it's been a while. So our third round picks are just bad. And this was an interesting one. They also cut Kylan Hill, who was a 7th round pick from 2021. He was their running back. Honestly, I take it. That's it. That's pretty good. But I was curious because like he was put on IR and like he just came back and he definitely had some athletic ability. He was selected really late in the draft because he had an injury and like some like field issues and stuff. And they're like, okay. But there was some hype for him of being like that number 3 back, like that change of pace back from Dillon and Jones. And they cut him. I was like, well, that's really interesting. And what wound up happening is you had Matt LaFleur come out during a press conference. And this was kind of odd for Matt LaFleur, who usually just kind of like goes to bat. But he said, being a member of the Packers is a privilege that players are expected to live up to. When you don't own your role, this is what happens.
Whoa.
I was like, damn. So apparently, like, he was like, no matter how big or small your role is, like, you better come to support. So it seemed, and he said it was more off the field than on the field thing. So Kylan Hill messed around and found out apparently, and gone. So I was like, damn.
Gotta be a pro. Gotta be a pro.
Damn.
Yeah. Amari Rodgers, that's a little surprising.
No, it's not.
I mean,
it's not surprising that they were tired of him. It's a little surprising they didn't try him out on just offense more. That's what I'm surprised by. But I mean, how many mistakes can the guy make? I mean,
well, after Rich Bisaccia wrote him a handwritten letter saying stop fucking fumbling, and he didn't, that was the last straw. Pardon my French. Pardon. Don't want to get this video restricted to 18 and up.
I mean, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. So yeah,
No,
so there's that. All right, Brandon, before we jump into what teams are not going to make the playoffs, these winning teams that are looking good, like which ones of them are not going to make it? Because there's only 14 teams that can make the playoffs. Do we have power rankings?
Oh, yeah. We can look at our power rankings, and then we'll get into the overrated teams.
All right. What do you got? Let's see. Again, we do not communicate.
Did I bring that in? Hold on.
Oh, boy.
Efforting. Beep, beep, boop, bop, beep, 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 boop, beep, bop, boop, boop, bop, ba, beep. That's my robot voice. All right, ready?
Did it work?
You ready?
I am.
Bubba
Okay.
Boy.
5 is just Jeff.
That's Jeff Saturday holding number 5 firmly.
We'll talk. Yeah, because Kurt Benkert got released yesterday too.
I saw that.
Yeah, no, we'll talk. Why are my logos so weird? Like they're all squished together.
Yeah, they look better round, don't they?
KC is backward. I'll say, so someone mentioned this on my power rankings video because like I said, we do not communicate about what our power rankings are. I just like that it's a surprise on Wednesday morning.
Yeah.
And so what wrote in the comments, like you and Perna are absolutely perfect because he refuses to put the Chiefs at number 1 and you refuse to put the Vikings at number 1. I'm like holding off as long as I possibly can.
Yeah. I did put the Vikings at 1.
Where are the Dolphins, Perna?
They're on a bye week, bruh. They are on a bye week now. Now they're on the bye.
The Browns.
What?
Oh my God, they just beat the Browns.
Yeah, they would have been number 2, honestly.
How are the Bengals on there? They were on a bye week.
But they're not on a bye week this week. This is how I do it.
You put 2 teams together at 4, Perna.
Yeah, the Bengals and the Ravens, because they're the same team to me. They are exactly the same.
One's a cat and one's a bird.
They're just they're completely different on how they win, but they are very similar. And I stumbled upon some things that would shock you.
Oh my God, put the thing up. I can't even look at our list and compare. Like it's just put it up. Just put up the list. Just yeah. Okay. Oh God. All right. So you have the Bills down at 7. I know, Scott. I need to just stop having expectations. I just need to stop. You put a man's name at number 5. Like that's where
Jeff Saturday.
It's
the Jeff Saturday power ranking at 5.
Arguing with it's a plastic bag on a shop vac, and I'm just yelling into it, and it's on full suck.
I will suck the life out of you if you let me.
Baby, all right. Well, looks like we're all going to Italy. Anyway, so, all right. So let's get some, this is going to be tough. Let's find some logic and rationale, Perna. Why are the Vikings ahead of the Chiefs in your power rankings?
Besides F the Chiefs?
Yes.
You want another reason besides F the Chiefs?
Logic and rationale, yeah.
Yeah. This is why. The Vikings just beat the Bills. The Bills beat the Chiefs. Therefore, the Vikings are better than the Chiefs.
The Jets also beat the Bills.
Yeah, that's why the Bills dropped to 7. The Vikings lost to the Colts. The Chiefs lost to the Colts. Also, I had Carmi do the curse wheel, and if I didn't put the Chiefs at 2, they wouldn't have gotten cursed again. So it worked out. I think I just knew.
Carmi's spinning the wheel now?
Yeah, it's time. The curse wheel's been not good the last couple of weeks, so I gotta put a little flair on it.
We were just talking about this on like Monday too. We were like, wow, power rankings are doing really well for the both of us this season. And Perna's like, let's mix it up. Like, let's do something crazy. What's working? Nay. Let's bring in Carmi.
Let's bring in Carmi for the curse.
I'll just get you more views. It's fine. Okay. So yeah, did she say that?
What? Yeah. Well, it sounds like she says hell yeah. I can't 100% like confirm.
Oh, now I need this clip.
I didn't notice until I was editing. Here, I'll make it right now.
Okay.
It's
Now
so
I need to hear it.
adorable.
You see, here's the thing. People go like, oh, like, did you see Brandon's video? And I was like, guys, I love
No.
Brandon Perna more than anything. But no, I have not. I haven't seen anybody's video because for
Tom
3
and I
straight
do
days,
not watch each other's videos.
I've worked over 12 hours like doing I can't. Recorded 6 videos and 2 streams on Monday. All right, so he's gonna work on that now. All right, so power rankings. Hold on. Oh, I don't even have oh yeah, I do have access to it. All right, so while you're doing that, okay, so you got 10. You put them all the way up at 6. Jesus Christ.
49ers?
Yeah.
Well,
I took off points because they're so damn boring to watch. They're winning games, but that Sunday game was brutal. You put the Ravens at 4 too? Like, that's high. That's fine. It's fine. It's fine. All right, Giants at 8 with the Jets. You're sharing spots with them now too. And you got Jeff. You know what? That's our power rankings. I don't even know. You have Jeff. My name is Jeff.
My name is Jeff.
So yeah, Dolphins are.
Is Jeff Saturday even the best Jeff in the NFL?
No.
Today we discuss on
That's
Blurst's take.
Okay. How's that going, Perna?
Oh, it's
coming. Stalling.
Nope, it's right here.
Okay.
It's right here, right now.
I think Jeff Wilson had a better Sunday than Jeff Saturday.
All right, here we go.
Let's ride.
That's right.
All right, I love you.
Hell yeah, I love
It sounds like hell yeah, I love you, right?
That.
Let's ride.
That's right.
All right, I love you.
Hell yeah, I love you.
I was like, I didn't hear it live, and then I was editing. I was like, wait, what did she just say?
That. Wow. That was the key. That melted my cold, dead heart.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh yeah. You're gonna get all the views now. Like all the views. So that's a good call. I mean, listen, when Brandon, so a couple years ago, before we jump into the teams that are not gonna make the playoffs. A couple years ago when we were going to start GPS, Brandon was like, oh, I had a baby. And I was like, oh, I'm going to go teach. So we didn't start GPS. Well, the minute that Carmi was born, Brandon and I already got to work and we were like, listen, as soon as you can, you got to monetize your children.
Monetize your baby.
Child labor is frowned upon. So now just gotta use it for the content machine. So well done, buddy. Well done. All right.
Yeah. Well, the reason I decided like to have her spin it is because to give Jess a break because Carmi's been home a lot. She said I had a cough. So we would come downstairs to play. Like she'll play in like my workout area, in my office area.
Yes.
And the spin wheel.
Sell it. Sell it, Perna. Sell it.
The spin wheel is on the ground when I'm not shooting. And so she's been running over and spinning it. Like she's just like spinning it. And then we started playing a game where we'd run to the spin wheel and then I'd grab her and we'd run away from it because she likes to run away from things like and pretend to be scared. So it's like, you know what? I should actually have her spin it this week. And so it wasn't just like me trying to exploit my child for views. There was some merit behind it. And she cursed the Chiefs, which like, how is that not the best kid on earth?
It's true.
Daughter of the year. Make it happen.
The Perna family. Dip, dip, dip. Rachel could make you a hell yeah, I love you shirt. She could.
I know she's working on one for me right now.
What?
And it's a Viking shirt.
Wait a minute. Rachel's making products for you now too?
Oh. She does good work.
Oh no, Rachel does great work. Tom.
Okay.
You know what? You know what, Barna? It's just interesting. Johnny, first of all, Johnny Rockford, like making those graphics now Johnny Barks, now Rachel. Are you
Tom's
a boiling
teabags.
tea kettle? Are you a tea kettle? Okay.
Well, she made all the Russell Wilson stuff. So
She did, yeah. That is very, very true. No, it's fine. It's
everything's fine.
fine. It's fine. It's just when everyone leaves me to go to your channel, and they're gonna be like, "Wow, Brandon, where'd you get all that cool stuff?" It's fine.
Stole it from Tom.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Look at this Super Bowl graphic. Cooper Kupp, he ain't helping
Geno
right
Smith
now.
is on there next across from Patrick Mahomes.
Oh, they threw that in late. Eckler for the Chargers over Herbert. Look, they got Mac Jones in there. Ooh, cookies, yummy.
They don't have. I swear to God. And you know what? Johnny Barks, I paid for the shipping for Rachel to send Johnny Barks some cookies. And now,
Wow. Look at the Seahawks are number 3 right now.
Yes.
Wow. After losing to the Bucks, Niners going to overtake that. Okay. Let's do it. Overrated teams currently in the playoffs who are not going to win. Do we need to bring in a mediator, a therapist?
Mediator. Thank you, Clinton. Thank you.
Don't do it, Clinton. I need you more than Tom does.
No, listen. As I've said many, many times, I'm so happy to help out talented people, and it makes Brandon Perna stuff better. It makes my stuff better, and it gives them some money. And they're great people, and I love the little community that we've made here. So,
oh man,
you go get your bag. And I swear to God, if you get more subscribers than me, we are done. We are done.
I don't think you have to worry about that.
I spent years under your thumb, your crushing thumb. Just kidding. Brandon can pass me literally any day. I'd be so happy for him.
Weekly calls I made to Tom. You passed me in subs yet, bitch?
It's true.
And you were just like, no.
And I was like, who is this? And this was in 2014 before I even had a podcast. But yeah, no, Brandon can pass me.
Whoa. This is not what we want.
That's fair. Yeah, no, Brandon can pass me. Out of all the clickbait members, Brandon can pass me tomorrow, and I'd be so happy for him.
Yeah. The rest of the guys,
no.
Get out of here.
Dead to me.
Dead.
Okay. We want to do AFC or NFC first?
Let's start with AFC.
Let's do AFC. Do it.
Man. You're going to get the Titans this week, so you're about to find out that they are both overrated and underrated at the same time.
We're talking about that right now, Andy. We're talking about that right now. We're literally talking about that right now. Just listen, open those ears up, and we are going to deliver you some analysis and poop jokes. Okay. Yes, the Titans are very rated.
They are the worst, best team I've ever seen in my life.
Yep.
Defense sneaky good. Offense will bore you. It's so boring. And next to my Broncos, they look like just top flight team.
So here's the thing. I want to go real, because this will also be like easier, because we could do division winners, right? Who are definitely going to win. The Titans are going to win their division. They're in the AFC
Maybe. South. Don't forget about number 5, Jeff Saturday.
First of all, it's just Jeff.
Colts are 4-5-1.
And the Titans swept them. Yeah,
we'll see.
I think the Titans are going to make the playoffs just because they're gonna win.
Matt Ryan more mobile than any quarterback on the Titans roster. Prove me wrong. All
right. So Titans, I think definitely make it. Chiefs are they're definitely going to win their division. That one, you can't even argue with me on that one.
Yes, correct.
Okay, good. I thought you were going to be like, yes, I can. And I was like, Perna, come on now. Come on. Okay, so Chiefs, yes. Titans, definitely. I feel like the Dolphins, I don't know if they're going to win there. I mean, technically, they're ahead in the AFC East right now.
Yeah, that's a dogfight, that division.
I think it's going to be a battle, but I think they're still going to make the playoffs.
Oh, the Dolphins 100% going to make the playoffs. Question is whether or not they finish ahead of the Buffalo Bills.
I mean, that game in December is going to be bonkers. That game is going to be so much fun because the Dolphins right now, they have the win over the Bills. The Bills have lost their last 2. I think they're going to rebound. They'll be just fine. But, and the Jets right now are ahead of the Bills. They could be number 1 in the AFC East.
Look at that. The Patriots are in the play. Look,
every AFC East team, dude.
God.
Every AFC East team.
And I'm still accurate in that the Patriots are in last place in that division.
Yep.
But they're still a playoff team. Patriots, they are definitely overrated, Tom. Overrated.
They have a good defense and a good run game.
They have a very good defense. They've had a running game from time to time. But Mac Jones, can Mac Jones get the Patriots ahead of the Jets with Zach Wilson? I got to say the Jets and the Patriots currently overrated. And I would say the Jets may be a little more overrated than the Patriots just because Zach Wilson has yet to be really good.
The guy, it's their defense that's really, really good. So scroll down real quick, though, for on the bubble teams. I don't believe in the Chargers. They should get healthier, which will help. But
I say underrated Chargers.
Dude, no. Did you watch that Sunday night game? They look broken.
I know.
Staley looks bad. Herbert is checking it down. Like, he had some really nice throws in the beginning, and then they just completely abandoned that. They're not utilizing Eckler. They have no wide receivers to throw to. Like,
they can get the wide receivers back. That's what I like. When Mike Williams and Keenan, like, I don't know about Allen's injury. He's been hurt all year. If he comes back and Mike Williams comes back, I think their offense should be able to compete with anyone. You're right. They're not playing well, and Herbert hasn't been great with his injury.
Yes.
So I just think they have room to get better. And I would.
They do. But, like, again, I think a lot of it's play calling too. Like, you have Justin Herbert. I know, like, he's dealing with some stuff, but it's just, I don't know. It's bad. Because I'm looking at what teams could replace, like, the Patriots, what teams could replace, like, the Jets. Chargers are contenders. There's still lots of time, but, like, they need to fix a lot of things. The Bengals, they're a team that I think definitely could, but they just are not consistent. Like, they just win, lose, win, lose, win, lose. I made the joke on the reaction video that, like, hopefully the bye counts as a loss so that they can win this week, because I just want to see some consistency out of them. They'll look like world beaters and they'll look amazing. Jamar Chase, like, when he comes back and is healthy, like, that's going to be good. But I think they have a shot.
I think the Bengals figured out a way to keep their ship from sinking.
I said that weeks ago, and then they lost to the Browns.
It is Joe Mixon. It is run the football. And this is basically when I was talking about the Bengals and the Ravens. The Bengals, I think they, per game, 6th worst rushing offense. Ravens, 6th worst passing offense. It's like whichever one of those teams figures out, like, how to balance their offense a little bit more, I think can make a push and win that division. And the Bengals just did it. We just had that crazy Joe Mixon 4 or 5 touchdown game, whatever the hell it was. They just need to keep doing that a little bit more, and they will also get Jamar Chase back, at some point this season. So I think they can get the bigger boost. And the Ravens are one of those teams where they're statistically a very good rushing team, but so much of that is Lamar Jackson because we thought their running back situation would be healthier, and it's not. Yes. And I think they got a guy they just need to lean on in Kenyon Drake.
Like,
just make him the feature back until everybody else is healthy because he's been good. So those teams are.
So, like, because the Colts, I don't. I'm sorry. Like, I don't believe in the Colts enough that we don't have to scroll down that far. The Browns are the one team. Like, they're 3-6. When does the piece of trash come back?
Next week. He's practicing this week. After week 11. King Trash returns.
And they're playing who?
The Houston Oilers.
No, they're playing the Bills this week. Okay, so there's a good chance that they go 3-7.
Yeah.
So, however, with that division, I mean, it just depends on, him coming back, like, and how good he's going to be. I have Davis Mills as one of my fantasy quarterbacks, and I refuse to pick him up. And he's just sitting there free. I refuse. I was like, I'll rock with Davis Mills till I die. So, yeah, I think the Bengals have a good shot of taking it. If the Chargers can get healthy enough, then maybe. But yeah.
Yeah.
Because, like,
Bills.
I would not be surprised if, like, the bottom few teams are just like East teams. Like, it might just be there. Like, the Patriots just win enough games because of their defense. And you're just going to see, like, the entirety of the AFC East, except maybe, like, the Bengals are going to replace, like, the Patriots or the Jets.
That'll be interesting.
So the AFC is going to be a time. And then we'll see. Because you know what's crazy, dude? Like, and I know I always bring this up, and I apologize for it. But, like, you look at the Rams last year, right? They go for an entire month, and they suck. They don't win a single game. I know they had a bye week, but, like, they suck in the month of November. They don't win. And then they win the Super Bowl. And I think, like, this is why start December football is, like, where it really starts to pick up, because, like, the season is not even close to being over. Like, we still have, like, the Packers have 7 games left because they still have a bye week. And, like, if they win, they're 11-6. I don't, it's gonna be tough for them to run the table, but it's just crazy. Like, we're looking at all these teams that are like 8-1, 7-2, and they still got to play like 8 games.
Yeah.
So, like, their entire season could be completely over. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting. And I'm wondering, like, so right now, of the AFC teams, do you see any of those in the top 7 that are gonna have, like, a collapse?
The Jets.
I could see it happening to them.
I could see the Jets collapsing. I could see the Ravens collapsing. I could see the Titans collapsing.
The only reason I picked the Titans is because I still think they're going to win their division.
Yeah.
They have the lead on the Colts. They already swept them. Like, I think that's really what's going to keep them in. And their defense is good. And they're injured right now, so they should just get better. So, it's going to be interesting.
Yeah. I think the Bills will be fine. I think the Josh Allen interceptions people are overreacting to a little bit this week.
Could you imagine if the only AFC East team to not make it in is the Bills? Oh my God.
That would.
Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy. I hate to put that out there, but oh, buddy.
Don't.
Could you imagine? Hey, who would have ever predicted that? But again, there's plenty of time left. Plenty of games left.
Are the Vikings the most overrated 8-1 team in NFL history, Tom?
No.
Yeah. See, I think the Vikings find ways to win games.
They do.
And that's a hard thing to pinpoint when, like, they don't have the number 1 passing offense, or they're not number 1 or 2 in scoring, or they don't have the best defense in the league. They just figure out ways to win games. They're not getting rattled. Now, last week, it required a little bit of luck on their part. The Vikings won in one of the most impressive ways possible. No, I adopted them several years ago.
Nope. You wore their shirt, and things were downhill from there.
I've wore the Dolphins shirt, too.
Watch out, Miami.
I wore the Lions shirt. That didn't work out.
Real quick, the Jets schedule. So they got the Patriots, the Bears, the Vikings. Then they got the Bills, Lions, Jaguars, Seahawks, Dolphins. So Patriots, honestly, the Bears might be tough for them. Patriots, Bears, Vikings, Bills, and then maybe Seahawks and Dolphins. Like, those are 6 games that are going to be, like, tough.
Yeah.
So yeah,
That's the Jets schedule.
yeah.
They're going to lose to the Bears. Mark it, book it, suck it, live it, dream it,
Pop it.
bop it.
Yeah.
Seahawks, overrated.
Do you think they win their division, or you think the 49ers take it?
I think the 49ers win that division.
What's their schedule looking like? Let's see.
I think San Francisco is about to find a different gear on offense.
Dude,
if
I
they
don't know. I don't know. Seahawks schedule, it kind of looks like a cakewalk for a bunch of it. They got the Raiders, the Rams, who aren't beating anybody, the Panthers. Then they have a tough game with the 49ers, the Chiefs, and the Jets. But then they're playing the Rams to end it.
What's the 49ers remaining schedule?
Please hold your call. It's very important to us. 49ers schedule, Cardinals, very winnable. Saints, very winnable. Then they have the Dolphins, so that'll be tough.
Yep.
Then they have the Buccaneers, who they
will destroy.
Buccaneers. Then the Seahawks, Commanders, which could be tough. Raiders, and then Cardinals. That's gonna be an interesting finish for the West. That's gonna be really interesting. You see, what's my concern with the 40? Like, I'm joking right now because like they're just a boring football team to watch. But what's a little concerning to me is like, and again, it's week to week. Who the hell knows? But like against the Chargers, who are completely and totally like decimated with injuries, and they have all these weapons. They have McCaffrey. They have all these guys. It just like they're missing that explosiveness. Like it really is that Shanahan. Let's just run the ball, and they're winning with it. Like, don't get me wrong, they're winning with it, and it works. But like, I'm curious to see them go up against a really good offense, and see their defense is good, but go up against a really good offense and see if they can go toe to toe with them.
Yeah, they've got Jimmy G. If they had Tua, they'd be undefeated. Here's the thing. 49ers, they are going to figure out that with McCaffrey, with Elijah Mitchell, with Deebo Samuel, and with George Kittle, and even Brandon Ayuk, they've got so many playmakers on that offense that week to week, somebody from that group will dominate the opposing team, and they are going to see points start to happen for them more easily than early in the season. That is my thought with the 49ers. I'm rooting against it because the Broncos have their draft picks. But I just think...
Because, like, they played the Chiefs and got decimated.
Yeah.
I know it's before Christian McCaffrey and stuff, but, like, hey, they had Christian McCaffrey on Sunday, and they were like, nope, we're going to use a lot. And that's why I'm saying, and some 49ers fans have been saying, like, maybe it's a Shanahan issue, which I think he's a great coach. Like, I do. I think he's a very, very good coach. But I do think that there is kind of like a little stuck in your ways of like, we are going to be a run first team, regardless of the weapons that we have. We're running the ball first.
We'll see.
So 49ers will be interesting. They have an interesting remaining part of the schedule. The Seahawks matchup later in the year is going to be... So like, look at these NFC East teams. So the Buccaneers, I think they're going to make the playoffs. Simply, they are going to stay at 4 because that's how rankings work, because they're going to win their division. So the division winners get the top 4 spots, which I have to explain to people every year. But yes, the Buccaneers, they, because I do like my playoff predictions. They're like, you think this bad team's going to finish at 4? I'm like, yeah, because they win their division. But that's the Buccaneers. Like, is that Carmi? Was that Carmi? Or is that you're playing something?
No, it was not Carmi.
Oh, okay. What?
Oh, man.
What'd
Oops.
you do?
Hold on. No.
Oh, we're going to see those DMs.
Everybody wants a dick pic, and nobody's getting it. I am married. Run up the stairs so quickly? I don't know. Maybe it's the AG1 I take from Athletic Greens. Somebody clipped that
Coverage. Butt share.
Why was I able to run up the stairs? Somebody clipped it.
I love how I thought that was Carby, but it was just you screaming like you just ingested cocaine.
AG1. It's
AG1.
not cocaine.
Not, yeah, no, it's not.
Yes, Bucks will win. Cowboys pretenders. Giants not.
Really? Okay. So out of the NFC East teams right now, because they're all vying for a playoff spot, Commanders are right outside of that. Which NFC East teams do you see not? So like, let's go up real quick. All right. Vikings are going to win the division. I can say as a Packers fan because just they're 8-1. They're going to win the division. Okay. Do you think the Eagles still win their division?
Yeah.
They're 8-1, and the Giants are 7-2.
Yeah, I think the Eagles will win.
Okay. So there's that. Seahawks. I think it's between the Seahawks and the 49ers whoever wins that division. I think there's only going to be one West team that's going to be in the playoffs this year.
Correct.
I think it's going to be one or the other.
Correct the mundo, baby.
Buccaneers will get it. They'll be the only South team that's going to be there. So then it's between the Giants, Cowboys, and then argue the Commanders, Packers, 49ers. Like, that's it.
Yeah. I see the Cowboys not making the playoffs. I
Really?
see
Think they're
the
gonna lose that
Packers
many?
sneaking in, and I think the Washington football team just peaked. I think they just had their Super Bowl.
Hold on. Okay, so Cowboys coming up. Let's look at their schedule. Vikings this week. Giants.
Yeah.
Then they have the Colts, which they win. Texans, they should win.
Stop
Jaguars.
counting out Jeff Saturday.
Jaguars, they win.
Colts
Eagles-
beat the Cowboys.
Eagles gonna be tough. Then they have Titans and Commanders, which could go either way. I don't know
Titans,
if they missed the
Titans
playoffs,
might be
though.
vying for a playoff spot right then.
But
The way the Cowboys lost to the Packers makes me think they're not very good. I've been overrating the Cowboys all season. They had that game in the bag, and they couldn't close it out.
they did.
Why does that happen? Because you got Mike McCarthy as your head coach. They have all the talent on earth. There's always an excuse for the Dallas Cowboys. Always an excuse. And I'm just sick of it. I'm sick of it. Sick.
Listen,
Are they going to lean on Tony Pollard? No, they're too stupid. They're too stupid.
Jerry Jones has an obsession with Zeke Elliott, and I don't get it.
They're
do not
their
get it.
own worst enemy. The fact that they couldn't get any points in the fourth quarter against Green Bay, like, no, that's not a team that's set up to win. So,
Man, if you're
That's
wrong,
why.
this is gonna get clipped so hard.
who cares?
Like when the
Cowboys, like, this is the thing. You can talk all the smack you want about the Cowboys. Only people who are going to get mad are Cowboys fans, and they are not going to watch this show. Once they learn that you don't like their team, you're dead to them forever. Which leaves 31 other fan bases who appreciate when somebody craps on the Cowboys.
and more East teams are gonna check it out because they hate the Cowboys too.
Yeah.
So like
they're the safest team to make fun of, the Cowboys, honestly.
you said about the Packers, there's a few games that they have left on their schedule that are gonna be very difficult. They
Yeah, they're
have
gonna sneak in.
the Titans, which I think will be a battle. I think they'll win, but it's gonna be a little bit of a battle. But they have the Eagles, the Dolphins, and the Vikings. So they have 7 games left,
Tough schedule.
and 4 out of those 7 are going to be against like tough opponents.
Look out.
And hell, we have to play the Bears again.
Maybe the Lions sneak in.
No, don't do that.
Maybe the Detroit Lions sneak in. Look at that. Look at the Broncos and the Lions. Exactly the same. Exactly the same, just like we thought.
So like if I'm gonna give like a very realistic like outlook for the Packers, they are going to run the table. They did it before and they had the same exact record and you laughed them off. No Rashawn Gary, no Eric Stokes, no problem. That's right. We're running the table again and we are going to be your worst nightmare. Yeah, Vikings. Don't turn away from me. Yeah, Vikings, you're going to win this division, but we're going to kick you out. We're going to be the ones to end you and your nightmare will continue. We're not going away. We are herpes.
Just when we're disappearing, we come back.
That's it.
Here's really why I'm concerned about Seattle. We saw the Tampa Bay Buccaneers shut down their run game, and they weren't able to function as an offense.
Mhm.
And that's about it. And their coverage suddenly got suspect. I mean, Julio Jones looked like the fastest player on earth. So that's why I'm concerned about the Seahawks. And I was rooting for Seattle to beat the Buccaneers. Also, you guys should know, if I root for your team and they lose, I take it personally. That factors into how I rate you as a team. And Seattle let me down. I wanted them to make Tom Brady look like an idiot in Germany, and they didn't. So, all right, we've run 15 minutes.
Yeah, honestly, yeah, no, the Packers, it's gonna be a really tough battle. Like, I think, could they? Sure, but I think it's gonna be really tough. But I think they can be the Titans. So we'll see on Thursday. We shall see. Yeah, we went late today.
Yeah,
It was a good episode, though.
well, I liked it.
That's good. It's good. It's good.
Not like Mondays. Ugh.
Good.
And the Friday before and the Wednesday before. Ugh.
It's good.
Today, not bad.
Good. Perna, what do you got coming out today, bud?
Don't care.
I
am working on 2 episodes right now. I got a Tua episode and an XFL episode. Not sure which one I'm going to do, or if I'll get even one done today. It's just too much to do. I got to get a haircut.
That's going to take all day. It's going to take all day. I get you. That's a cat pooping in the toilet.
Go Chiefs! Let's see if it works.
I see what you did there. Someone clip that. Someone clip it. I'll add it to a donation thing whenever we stream a Chiefs game when they're in the playoffs. I got you.
I love the Chiefs and everything they do. Best team. Best coach team. No flaws. Patrick Mahomes, always on target, never throws interceptions, perfectly healthy. Healthiest team out there. Defense, rock solid, underrated defense. All they do is make plays. They never let teams score a ton of points against them. Perfect in every way. Veach, wizard. They don't do anything wrong in the front office. Frank Clark, oh my God, he tries all season long and not just in the playoffs. Their run game, spectacular. Love that team.
So I got predictions coming out later today. That'll be dropping at some point. Yesterday, I put out an Amari Rodgers video, power rankings, and the NFC and AFC South. That came out at like 9 o'clock last night, which just destroyed me. So yeah, I put out a lot of content the past like 3 days. So go watch
Take
that.
a break. Get a nap.
I'm actually going to the movies tonight.
What are you gonna watch? Skin flick?
Black Panther too.
Oh,
Wakanda Forever. Just gonna see that.
wow.
Yeah. So I'm Grossi. That's Brandon Perna. This is GP.
Is that the movie you're going to see, Tom?
I don't think that's what that movie's about, but
Oh, YouTube will say my videos got to be 18 and up, but they can't get out the sex bots. Come on, YouTube.
My God, it's like do you have the Telegram bots?
Yes.
Dude, do you know how many people are DMing me and going like, "Can I get my prize?" And I'm like, guys, like, come on. There's a check mark next to the name. Like, it's like, come on. It's bad.
Telegram
and I delete them. I go through all my videos. I block them and I block them and I block.
Yeah, I've been doing that too.
It's so frustrating.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No,
it's just my God, YouTube, please do something about it. Like, please, for the love of God.
It's like, as soon as they added those at symbols for your tags, those started happening.
Yep. So or bankrupted it. It's fine. But yeah, thanks so much for watching. I'm Tom Grossi. That's Brandon Perna. This is GPS. And you have been